Hi there, and welcome to Ben's Van Adventures. You join me live from Lymington. What a beautiful morning. Sun's just coming up. Good morning and welcome to Ben's Van Adventures. This is the third episode in the Lymington trip, and I've woken up to rain this morning. It's supposed to rain for the next 3 or 4 hours, so I'm going to pack up the van and head home. There's two things I want to show you this morning. First of all, the windows have this insulation and light blocking pads that use these sucker things, and I have to go around and take all them off. It's a 2-minute job really, but the big job this morning is to try and get the air mattress into its bag. And you are going to laugh at me for this, but let's see what happens. Okay, so it's Ben versus air mattress, and on the bag there are some instructions which I'm going to follow. So first of all, it says let the air out. Let's try the right end then. So over here and then out. Okay, and then fold it over, it says there. And hear it. Now it says clip it. Okay, I'm going to try and take all this stuff in now and sort it all out. Give me a sec. Okay, look, it's proper raining. This is the best I've ever done this. You got that, didn't you? Okay, table always first because it's the biggest. Paint brushing. Bin. Kettle. Ugh, it's horrible. Everything's got its place, you see. Sorry, my arse is in the camera. I'm getting wet. I'm just about to go home. I've packed the van up as much as I can. I will show you a tour in a second inside. The key about travelling in the van is you can't have anything loose. It's all got to be tied down or in a cupboard, because if it isn't, it goes absolutely everywhere. It smashes things, it breaks things, so it's no good. So make sure the van is all set for travel, basically. So the van, I'm trying to organise a few bits. It's not very tidy, but I'm going to take those lights down and put away the radio, put my coat on the back of this chair, secure the jackery, make sure it's all okay for transport. But we're nearly there, basically. So this is what it normally looks like on a Sunday morning, a bit messy. So I'm really pleased that I've come to Lymington this weekend. I've seen bits of the town and the quay was absolutely beautiful. The campsite itself, Hurst View, is really nice. It's very, very peaceful. It's very calm. There's not a massive amount to do around it, hence why I walk to the pub, because that's really the only thing you can walk to. But I've had a really nice weekend. It's been good. I've edited my 2 videos over the weekend, sat in the pub yesterday afternoon, and I think I'm ready to go home. I'm a bit of a fair weather camper. I didn't bring my awning, so I'm going to head back for a bit. Got work tomorrow. And now it's proper raining outside. Welcome to everyone's favourite segment, Lessons Learned. And in this week's episode, I'm going to talk to you about being cold. Because no one wants to be cold, do they? And as the months go on and it gets closer to winter, it is actually getting colder. So you may have noticed in the last few episodes, hoodies. I love a hoodie. I've got about 10 of them, and just bought one today, this one. And they're essential because they keep you nice and warm when you're outside. The next thing I've bought, and this is with thanks to my mum, Alison, so thanks mum, is a dry robe coat. Here it is. It's absolutely massive, and it's nice and warm and waterproof. It's got big pockets, and it's great for putting on in the middle of the night when you need to go to the loo. But it's also great for keeping warm when I'm in the van if it's too cold. So 2 things, hoodies and a nice big dry robe coat. I'm going to model this in a minute, so please don't laugh too much. And here it is, the dry robe, like a penguin. Whilst we're talking about keeping warm, I haven't actually got any type of heating in the van. I've just bought another duvet, so I've got 2 duvets at the moment. But there is no real heating in the van. There are some options here. You can fit a diesel heater. It's a very efficient way of heating the van. But I've had some quotes for that, and that's over £1,000. So I'm afraid that's going to have to be saved for. The other option is to use the Jackery 1000 and maybe buy a little radiator, an oil-filled radiator. You can get tiny little ones, and that might work, but it will depend on how much power it uses from the Jackery. So I might invest in a little heater as it gets colder throughout October and into November. There will be a point where it gets too cold, and I will then pack up the van for the winter and think about heading somewhere warmer. Maybe a hint there for future plans. So yeah, keeping warm, very, very important. A quick Jackery update for those of you who've watched the whole series. It's featured throughout the weekend, and this is the first weekend I've had my Jackery Explorer 1000. It's Sunday morning and we're at 67%. Now bear in mind I had my laptop plugged in most of the night last night. I charged my drone and obviously my mobile phone as well. So it's pretty good. If you remember from the previous episode, I actually plugged an electric kettle in, which cost me a good 10-12%. So I won't do that again. It's barely touched the surface. 67%. The app on my phone is great. It works really well via Bluetooth, and I am absolutely amazed by this system. It has changed my weekend totally because it means I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. I'm not constantly waiting for a plug or a power supply. There is one more thing to try with the Jackery, and it's this wire coming out the side of it here. That's actually going to the cigarette lighter, and when I drive home I'm going to plug the cigarette lighter in and see how much it actually charges. So we're at 67%. When I get home we'll have a look and see how much is actually charged. Power update. We are now at 76% on the Jackery, and that has been on charge for about an hour and a quarter. So it took me about an hour and a quarter to get back, so nearly 10% in an hour and a quarter. That's not too bad off of a moving vehicle. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Right, ignore all that then. Messy van. Come round. In the mornings when it... And we are at 67%. Oh, damn it! I've had it. So I just wanted to say thank you for joining me for the Lymington special. It has been 3 episodes, and I do hope that you've enjoyed each and every episode, especially the drone footage over the coast. It was absolutely amazing, and I will try and do more drone footage in future episodes. Okay, join me in the next episode, which is something completely different again.